everybody. I am going to try to do an out lap where I talk about where I try to brake to try to get around Le Mans, and talk a little about the gearing as well, and then I'll do a fast lap. Hopefully won't wreck it, but this is just to kind of give you a gauge of kind of where I'm messing with right now. I've got a setup here from some alien who said he did a 331 in it. I don't know what his, the temperatures were, or if he was doing that in a race or anything like that. But the best I've done here with this is a 339.6, which is pretty darn fast as far as I'm concerned. And so this will just kind of give you some reference points, I think, that will help you to be able to get around here. We'll start out. Okay, so when we come out of the pit here, we are coming up to kind of like a very fast, when we come through here, the first, on a hot lap, this will be coming through here, and we'll actually be in 5th gear. And when we get here, we will start braking right about here to kind of slow down. You think it looks like you got a long straight, but in order to brake for this hard S up here, which you take in second, you need to slow down very far there. This is extremely difficult. You have to come through here as tight as you can, and this just gets tighter and tighter as you try to pull out. Then you step back on the gas as fast as you can. You got to be a little careful here. You can slide out. You're usually 4th. I usually take this in 3rd gear. It seems like you might be able to take it in 4th when you get better at it. That might be how he gets to 331. But those I've been taking in 3rd gear. And then I flat out come down here, taking it in 4th. At some point here, I get off the gas and kind of rotate it around, because you don't want to go out on the left-hand side. If you go out on the left-hand side there, you'll get a timing penalty, and it'll slow you down really big time. Not only because it's like about a second that you have to slow down, but then you have absolutely no speed going down the Mulsanne straight here, which will probably cost you another 4 or 5 seconds before it's all said and done. So we got a long run here, so we'll get up, down here, slow down, and get up to the braking point. So we start seeing these signs on the top here. There's the 300, and here up here on the left, you can see there's the 200. I usually start braking like right about here. I get off the gas, and I start braking, and I wait a second. I start braking, and then I downshift to 5th, and when I downshift to 5th, it kind of slows the car down really good. I don't do it too quickly, because you don't want to like start slapping down really quick like that, because you'll lose the rear end of the car. So you kind of gradually slow it down until you get into 2nd gear, and then you just kind of control yourself around here as much as you possibly can, and you can get back on it. I've seen some people take it first, but I really think it's a 2nd gear turn. At least for racing, it's a 2nd gear turn, because it's easier to control. So then we're coming down here, and we're going to come down to the left-right, as similar to that. It's actually easier to take, I think, than that first one. These green lights there, they kind of help you a little bit. Here we go. Here's our 300 and our 200. And like right about here again, we do the same thing, and we're slowing down. We're in 6th, and we're 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. And this is a little bit easier to take. But again, I think this is all about control and not getting on too fast. When you come through here, you have to kind of not just slam on the gas, because you'll go out to the wall. You kind of have to throttle the feather the throttle. And then we're down to the last half here of the Mulsanne. This will be a hard run. Now when we come up here, you see these signs here. We get to the 100 sign. When we get to the 100 sign, it's going to start turning. As soon as you start, it's like right about at the 100 sign you start braking, because this is such a hard turn to slow down for, because you're going so fast, and you want to stay out wide as much as you can. And this, you really take this slow in 1st gear, and you curl it around, and then you can get going straight. Now we're going down just straight towards Indianapolis. Slow down there and I'll show you what we got. Yeah, long straights, which is difficult. Alright, so we're going to start seeing flags here on the left-hand side of you. Alright, there's the flag, there's the 200, the 100. And this is where you can either get some time, lose some time, or wreck. You're slowing down, you actually, you're slowing down. I hit the right. Alright. You're slowing down just as you start seeing the turn. And you're gradually drawing it down from like 6th to 5th to 4th, and you're feather braking, your 3rd, and you're slowing it down so that you can just kind of wrap it around in 2nd gear like this. This is a very short straight, and you got to get on it quick, get off it quick, because it's a 1st gear turn. Now we're on a long straight head towards the Porsche houses. Here's the Porsche side, so you know you're coming in quick. Get up to 6th gear. Now here's where it gets all messy, because there's your braking signs again. There's the 100. When you get to about the 100 sign, you downshift to 5th, you downshift to 4th. I think here's where the guys who are really good can go in through it in 5th. You'll swing out wide if you don't do it right. You're going to be throttling it and feather throttling it as much as you can through here. And really kind of getting on it again, you know, like through here. But then you're going to have to slow down pretty quick because this thing comes really tight. And you can either take this in 4th, though I think the 339 you did was in 3rd. And then this one, this last turn right here, is definitely a 3rd gear, and you want to kind of keep it tight. You can swing out here, but you don't want to swing out too far, otherwise, again, you will get a timing penalty or an accident. And then you get going straight as fast as you can, you know, down here. You'll get up in the 5th gear. When you see this is the pit lane right here. When you get about to here on the pit lane, is where again you start slowing down, and you got to slow down pretty hard. This can be really tricky, but you take this first chicane in 2nd gear, and we'll sprint, and then you in 1st gear, and here we go. We're gonna do a fast lap now. I'll try to talk if I can. Start finish. So 4th, 5th, it's that 1st turn that I talked about. We gotta slow down. Right by here. So you can control this through here. See how that it's so hard to do here. So you have the 4th gear. Down to 3rd. You want to keep tight. And you can't get back on. You got to be careful not to swing out. 4th gear. Get off it. Slide through. Come out there. Just don't go too far out there and get back on as soon as you can. You can't expand beyond those blue lines. So now we're flat out going down the straight. This will be the right left. Here we go. Watch for the flags. 3, 2, 1. See how I kind of drag it down? Get back on it. You can get back on it flat there. There's a lot of room. This other one though, you've got to be careful. You just can't straight out get flat on it after you get the chicane. So now we're going flat out. We're going to be looking for the flag to the right hand side now. There's the lights. 3, 2, 1. Time. Go flat out. Alright, so we're now in the back stretch. We're going to be coming down to the right-hander that leads into a hard left. I mean, hard right. So you turn. Back on it. Down to Indianapolis. This is fun, but it's it's also really dangerous and it's tough. And you're looking for the flags in the turn. Flag, here they come. 1, 2. See, there you go. Get back on it. Short burst. That was too slow. Alright, so you got through the hard part there. Now we're coming up to the Porsche S's. This is going to be fast. I probably won't be able to talk too much to it. It's rhythm. Flag. Flag. Keep it tight. Tight.
You got about 5 laps of fuel.
Brake markers, pit lane. Yeah, it was 3:45. A lot of time left out there. Anyway, that gives you an idea of how to get around there. Like I said, I've done a 3:39 with this setup, and I know that I left like at least a couple of seconds off. So, you know, definitely this setup's got a 3:37. This is basically the standard default setup. I'm sorry, default track weather conditions. So 3:39.6. That's kind of a pretty good number to shoot for as you start learning this track. All right, and that's it. Talk to you soon.